Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty interesting news going on because it does actually seem like we're seeing a few more additional waves, a little bit more weekend restock news, just a bunch of little random stuff kind of going on when it comes to all the PlayStation 5 restock. So, you guys are all stay tuned and enjoy, and as well, at least we do have some kind of nice little things to go and cover up over here, and a few more rumors too as well, for even more in-store stock, and kind of just like the overall end-all be-all when it comes to all the restock. So we'll probably have a lot of pretty good, hopefully, restock videos all throughout this weekend upcoming. We'll keep on watching for all that stuff and give you guys more details, and especially throughout this one. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We have the Amazon links down below for all the nice little signups for that. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream too as well if you guys want to check those on out. We have the Target links too, where we have been seeing a lot of stock, a lot of movement going on too with this, and as well, just a lot of good things all floating around down below. So also make sure you guys are subscribed as well on Twitter, Twitch stream, all that stuff down below. So we have quite a few different things to go and cover. Number one is on the Amazon and Amazon run-throughs. We made a video yesterday morning, talking about how Amazon's been having a huge, massive influx of stock and stock movement. Now, I do think you guys should probably maybe still be on the lookout for today. I do think we actually should have another one, I think, lined up in the near future too as well. But I think as of right this second, we are seeing more stock floating around for Amazon. Now, we saw a few reports that they were doing additional waves from yesterday, which is why I'm bringing it up as of right now. The Amazon has kind of seemed kind of weird because it seemed like the stock was up for a little bit, and then after it was up for a little bit, then it kind of went away, and then it was down for like 12 hours, then it came back, and we saw additional waves for it. So it does kind of seem like it can kind of go pretty much anywhere. So just want to give you guys the heads up for it, because I do think we have one planned up for this next upcoming week. And if that does also mean they have additional extra stock, we could be watching it throughout today. So if you guys did get the original email, check your promotions tab, normal tab, inbox, spam, or even your older emails or whatever it may be, and go and see if there was any stock available for y'all. We have been watching that and still seeing that, so it's been kind of nice to see overall. But at the end of the day, we are still waiting for more restock waves. So it's not like majorly confirmed, but the fact that we had so many folks that did have it from yesterday and did have it throughout the day and such, like, it probably is going to be a big focus all throughout the day. We have some folks too as well. We kind of do like the nice little rundown for this. We're going to talk about the timer where it's like, hey, like a lot of folks are talking about this. We just kind of mentioned it too. Like we knew that there was drops on going yesterday, which is why we reminded y'all for it. But they basically got the email super early at around 12 o'clock. Or actually maybe a little bit later on too throughout the day. I don't know if she'll get there on midnight, but basically did at around, it looks like maybe like 1 o'clock Central. So they got their account, got the email invite, and they didn't see it until in the morning. Then as well, then they also had on the next day, they saw the email and tried to order, but it was out of stock, kept on refreshing, but then later on throughout that day, they did actually have another pop-up that had the buying option showing up too as well, and they were immediately ordered the new direct from Amazon too as well, and shipped it from it. So just letting you guys know, like even though if it did pop out or shows up as out of stock, it just kind of seemed like we're still waiting for a lot of those things overall. So just letting you guys know, Amazon will probably be a big heads up for it too as well. And on top of that, to just make sure you guys don't only Google the Amazon PlayStation, because I think you have to look for invite and other stuff too that should pop on up for that one. Now as well, we've also now been seeing even more on the Target side. So we keep on mentioning the Target link down below in case you guys want to keep on checking and seeing. We have been seeing some pretty good Target restock numbers throughout these past weekends too. Like even on the last restocking waves from Target, we saw a pretty good amount of stock with them, which is I think kind of nice to see. So if you guys want to keep checking for all the stock throughout this weekend, feel free to. As per usually know, around the usual like say 7 a.m. to around the 9 p.m. range or so, give or take. And it just doesn't seem too good because it's still sporadic. But we have been seeing a lot more folks, even on analytics and like affiliates and links and people checking links and all that stuff, that they've been going pretty well. So if you guys want to keep checking, go for it. We have been seeing stores having stock. We have been seeing people getting good successes. We've also been seeing people just ordering online for their stores, and then they just drive over there and get their stock. So everything we've been seeing so far has been a pretty good thumbs up, at least in my mind, and we've kind of had a chance to go from there. So big thumbs up, big thumbs up. Now as well, for other additional stock too on top of that, we have also been seeing and hearing reports of Target having stock in stores too as well. So with them also just having stock just generally on the shelves, and people are able to go and check them and call them. So some employees have just been confirming their stock numbers and seeing how it's been kind of floating on in. We've also been seeing other reports too as well, just general stock. So from everything I've had a chance to see, it has been looking good, feeling good, vibing good. Target's still been a big focus, and we'll probably still been seeing more warehouse distribution showing up from Target locations and end up in other low spots. So Target be a big focus throughout this weekend. Sorry for the cough too as well. I hate that it came back. We also have still been seeing on the smaller end side, probably like 20% or so on the Best Buy stock. Target's been kind of like flowing pretty good, like in most areas, like 70-80%. It's been pretty nice. But when it does come with Best Buy, we still have been seeing the occasional in-store stock and occasional in-store app. Now, this is way lower than it has been throughout the past 2 weeks or so, but we keep on watching for that stock and waiting for stock with it. Online usually doesn't happen too much, both for the Best Buy side, so probably not gonna be expecting too much with it. But we have been still seeing, like I said, PS5 showing up just in stores, slowly showing up in shelves, and slowly showing up in areas. If you guys call both on probably Target and Best Buy, employees can probably give you guys some good rundowns and information if they got stock or not. And as well, we've kind of just been seeing that stuff floating around pretty good. Now, for other little various locations too as well, GameStop, I think still, funny enough, has been sold, maybe even got like an additional new batch. We haven't seen an official online notice or confirmation with it, but maybe still have an instant on some stock. There hasn't been a brand new restock wave though, so keep that in mind. And Walmart says you guys have probably been seeing directly in the south sides of the country, we've still been seeing loads of reports of them slowly getting stock in like the southern sides. So think like Florida's, Texas, Oklahoma's, Alabama's, all that type of stuff. I'm very down with that and very cool with that. So we'll keep that in mind. So if you guys want to keep on checking the store locations and checking the stock and checking everything with that, we guys totally can if you guys would want to or would like to. So good things up with that. Now as well, for some other little various things too on top of that, is that we are also waiting for a lot more of these in-store stocks showing on up. So we still haven't seen too much for the Fred Meyers, Kroger's, and Smith's. Maybe we'll have some updates finally tomorrow. It's been months upon months. We're just waiting for any bit of updates, but both for the in-app and also in stores, and also just for general restocks. We're so closely watching pretty closely on this upcoming restocking wave for all those. Myers as well has still not seen too much more stock, so we'll keep on watching, waiting for them to see if there's any more general updates. Haven't seen like a big widespread restock and big general stock, at least in quite some time. BJ's Wholesalers too as well is also in that same exact boat as we're watching, waiting for their stock too. We have still been seeing reports of them in stores, but nothing super big or super crazy. Now as well, for all the other stuff such as Ant Online, we have been seeing them do a more frequent Saturday restocking ranges when it comes to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X's. So watch for those or any GPU sides. Gamefly still hasn't done any restocks in quite literally like forever at this point. So keep on watching and waiting up for them if you guys would like. When it does come with also the staples and also Endorma, Fred Meyers, all that stuff, we have still been having a little bit of a quieter side, which is surprising, because we have been seeing these kind of bigger restock locations like Amazon, Target, Best Buy, kind of doing like additional waves as of now. Like they've done a few separate waves, besides the fact all of these mid-tier spots even had stock or all. So we're still waiting. We're still watching. We'll kind of see how it kind of plays on out or not. We can kind of go from there, but it has been a little bit more on the quieter side. We also are still waiting to see if Verizon stores get any of their additional in-store stock and floating around too as well. So just saying, we're still watching for that pretty closely too. Both for in-stores as well, because we have been hearing reports that should be happening in the nearer future rather than not. So just also keep that in mind. And as well, we're just kind of been waiting for stock, looking for stock, and going for stock. But I think the big thing still is focused primarily on the Targets and primarily on the Amazon in case they come in more additional flows. We don't usually see too many PlayStation Directs, though, showing up in stores and up in stock availability, so we'll be watching for that pretty closely to go and see. And as well, maybe we'll have some emails get sent out throughout this weekend if we possibly can. We can kind of go from there. Same with all the other various locations, too. So we're watching, we're waiting, we're seeing. We'll see whatever pops on up. If we get good stock, we'll let you guys know. If we see more updates, we'll let you guys know. So if you guys do check in the in-store stuff, because those usually do have good numbers, leave a comment. Send me a tweet, send me an email or whatever. We are still very closely watching, say, Myers and all the other stores we've been watching for pretty closely, so keep that in mind. As well, I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys keep on checking the Target, especially that's really been the big breadwinner for all this stuff. That'll be linked down below. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream if you guys want to follow. Amazon links, keep checking your emails to see, or waiting for our next additional restock wave for it. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Leave a like, and if you guys get any good hookups and comments down below, hit it on up, and let's have a good rest of our days. We'll probably have a few more videos all up throughout the day, so be on the lookout for that in case you guys would like. Appreciate you guys all so much for everything. You guys are all beautiful and fantastic. Have a good rest of your days.